Gina was on Mel and Pandora live stream on December 5, 2023. Things went south between Sinner and Gina. Apparently, according to Gina, Sinner pissed in her cornflakes. Let's take a look and see what happened.
Right now, do you and hopefully I don't. Do you ever get referenced as he? Right, like lately, because that's offensive in my opinion.
It depends on what the situation is. If they're being an asshole on purpose, then yeah. Typically out in like society, no, I'm very passable. If that's what you mean. It depends. Like it all depends on the situation. And I even say about like the name Austin, that's unisex. That doesn't even really bother me. It's if you weaponize it. Like my family calls me Austin. They don't call me Gina. I mean, some of my aunts and cousins do, but like, and it's just one of those things where I've never like pushed it onto them. They respect me as a female as much as their religion will allow them to, and that's good enough for me. But like, if you're coming into like a chat to like, and I hate the dead naming thing. I hate that word or whatever. But I guess that's what it's called. If you're coming into a chat and being like, yo, Austin, I'm about to do a live on you, or whatever the fuck some of these trolls have said, then you're asking for a fight, because you didn't just casually call me that because you grew up with me and that's what you've always known me as. You're saying it to be a prick.
Right.
And that's when I care. So like my family can call me that and it's like, it's no skin off my ass. But like if you're using it as a weapon, and I can always tell if you're using it, like because PJ and shit, when I started sticking up for you, they came into Queen Bees and they're like, Austin, I'm going to do a live on you. And I'm like, that's funny. I don't remember.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Oh my God. Tim bitched about it. Queen bitched about it. This is when it all started, Mel, because when I stuck up for Kyle and fought for Kyle, and then it was like 2 weeks later, I started fighting for you. That is what started the ball rolling. And then the last month and a half has been hell. And then of course I get ratchet and I say some fucked up shit. Like I could care less if you catch COVID and die. So then that really fuels their fire. And then
hey, you guys,
they come at me even harder. But originally, yes, those are like the two things that put a target on my back. Which is fine, because I don't mind sticking up for people.
I can't believe she did that. I didn't know she'd done that, which then again proves...
Well, according to most of my friends even, which was very disappointing, that's not in her character and blah, blah.
I don't know anything about this.
I'm like,
you don't want to because...
No, I know, but there's my lemon on the screen and you guys are talking about it, so I feel like I'm associated. It makes me feel nervous.
Why?
Because I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not co-signing on...
Okay, so I'll explain very briefly. I started having all that shit that was aimed at me because... my last community that I was in, the creator asked me for nudes, and I thought I was doing the right thing. And then I found out that he had a girlfriend, and I thought I was doing the right thing by exposing his bad behavior.
No. Hang on, I followed that. I followed all of that.
Yes. So the girlfriend is PJ.
Was she the girlfriend at the time?
She still.
I don't want to do this, but I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
She was the girlfriend when Dolly was asking me for pictures.
Yeah, and Dolly asked her. Dolly asked Gina for pictures too. Now, I don't like putting people's name in my mouth. I don't. But then I don't like doing it. But then I was told by somebody who knows her really, really well that she was coming into various chats under fake accounts, trans bashing me. Now, I can't prove it was her. So I don't know 100%. Like I can't say for definite it's 100% her. I was just told by a very close friend of hers that that's what she was doing. Now, Gina started sticking up for me, and I didn't realize that she'd done that about you, Gina, because that kind of does fit with the whole... Nobody
wanted to fucking believe me. They wanted all these fucking receipts, and I'm like, dude, sometimes in life you just got to go with your gut. There's not always going to be a receipt. It's not realistic. So when I just get done off my live stream mentioning you and how they're trans bashing a biological female and all this other shit, and I'm like, hey, my live is over, so let's all go over to Queen Bees. And we went over to Queen Bees, and immediately they swarmed me. They started flooding her fucking chat, and enough people saw them. But guess what? People like Burnt Toast, who is an excellent mod, and it's not her fault. She's just doing her job. But she was on it so quick, I couldn't get those screenshots. I couldn't get receipts. So then how is that my fault?
Right.
And then I'm sitting there looking like an idiot and a liar. Although Queen and Tim did have my back, and they're like, you're not going to come in here and do that shit. Let Gina alone.
And just to... And who asked that question?
Wait, who asked what question?
Oh, Blue, yeah. The answer is yes. Because the thing that happened to me and Gina happened really close together.
It all worked together. And like when we were sitting there comparing notes, it's one of those things where if you're like an outsider, you might not see all of it. But like when you're me and Mel going through it at the time and it's all lining up, even though we might not have every single receipt, it's all like, it's like when you know, you know. You know what I mean? Like you don't always need a receipt in life. Sometimes common sense and your gut has to come into play.
Right. Because I remember somebody sending me Gina's clip that she'd done. about when she went on somebody's live to say, look, this is what's happened. And I remember it was only about a month later that I went up on somebody's panel to show them my receipts. And I remember, and somebody brought up Gina, and I said, I absolutely 100% believe her that is because the way the messages were to her were exactly the same messages to me, because this person's got a certain way of writing. So I absolutely stood up for Gina. And the thing is, right, and this is, I want to emphasize this, I don't have a problem, like, as in a guy asking a girl for this, that, and the other. It happens all the time. Who gives a shit? It's what boys do. My issue at the time, and had I known what I know now, I would have just kept my fucking mouth shut, is that I had an issue with somebody doing it behind their girlfriend's back. And actually, I was trying to look out at the time for the girlfriend and say, look what's happened behind your back. But she twisted the whole thing around and attacked us, me and Gina. So that's what happens on YouTube when you try and do a decent thing. I mean, should I have done it publicly? No. I made a mistake. I should have just gone to her directly. I should have not done it publicly. You know, it was my fault. I was influenced into doing that, but it was still my decision, my fault, my bad. I shouldn't have done it on a public platform. I should have gone to her personally and said A, B, and C. But, you know, we all make mistakes. I made my mistake and I learned from it. I learned that if ever anything like that ever happens again, just to press the block button. That's it. You know, I will admit my mistakes when I make a mistake. But since then, and that's over 6 months ago, me and Gina have been bashed to fuck.
And you know what? I just want to say something really quick because I am a little pissed off. I have stuck up for a lot of my friends, and you guys know who you are. And I have not only not asked to see receipts because I took your word as bond, and it also wasn't my business, but I was a good friend like that, and I took on your problems and your battles and whatever. So, but I guess we're not giving each other the same respect, and that's pretty fucked.
What my observations of a particular sector of YouTube, a particular category of YouTube, is that if you try and do the right thing, if you try and do the good thing, you get bashed. And
they like to have narratives and shit.
Mm-hmm. You know, and I support my friend Gina, who is a trans woman, and I think so fucking what, because I love her what's inside, and she's been extremely supportive of me, of what I've had on YouTube, and I'm grateful for her friendship. Sinner disappeared. Does he often do that? Just poof.
I don't know. I'm a little fucking pissed right now because that's not how I've been acting with any of these other people's situations. And trust me, I don't know that certain things happened or didn't happen. I didn't ask to see receipts. I just kind of trusted my friends, and so I don't know how to even answer that. No.
Which bit, darling?
Any of it. I'm fucking pissed.
What are you pissed about? Sorry. I think I've lost.
I am too.
No. What exactly are you pissed about? The fact that you were defending your friends and doing what was right and getting bashed for it?
No, it doesn't even matter.
No, I need to know, because if you're upset, I need to know.
Maybe I should start demanding to see receipts for shit that's not my business, that those people don't even believe even happened, but I did because I was a good friend, and I have no reason to not believe my friends and shit. But like, if we're gonna be like that, then fuck, you're on your own.
So anyways, I wanted to touch base.
One second, Gina, do you want to come down for a minute and then come back up? Or are you all right staying up?
No, I just want to get down. I'm fucking pissed.
All right, darling. I'll talk to you afterwards, yeah?
All right. Someone just pissed in my cornflakes.
You know what? Piss on them. We're gonna
Well, they pissed on Bullhorn fucking Betty enough, and they want to talk about fucking it got mean or it got hateful. What? So you motherfuckers aren't with people like her? You're not fucking so fucking obsessed to the point where you fuck around and you found out, and now she goes real life on you. But I can't fucking bitch about fucking PJ fucking trolling the hell out of us. You fucking miss me with that bullshit.
What drives them people nuts more than anything is when you don't pay attention to them. They can't stand it.
They're supposed to be my fucking friends and shit, and this is fucking bullshit. Yeah, Sinner, it's fucked up.
Now we are going to take a look at the chat and see what was going on there. I did edit out comments that did not involve Gina, Sinner, and Headstones and Headlines. I also edited out subscribers' names on their comments. In the comment section, Gina states, well, apparently it's all right for them to bully and harass Bullhorn Betty to the point that makes her retaliate and give them a dose of their own medicine, and I'm in the wrong. Gina also says, I didn't say he had to get involved in my drama, I'm saying he didn't need to act that way cause I didn't act that way with him and his girlfriend bullying another creator. In fact, I took their side. A person in the chat responds, I really don't know Bullhorn Betty. I've just heard bad things about her, I don't know who Bullhorn Betty is. Gina then comments, if you're willing to throw someone out that easy then you are a piece of shit from the jump. Gina then comments, the difference is Mel and I didn't ask for trouble, but the ones who attack BHB are absolutely starting shit, so there's that. Sinner then responds, Gina, I hear you loud and clear. I've blocked you every way possible. You are wrong as hell. Gina responds, I stuck up for Mel and myself. I didn't obsess over a chick to the point of her doing it back, but okay. Someone in chat responds, wowzer, that turned fast. Why did he turn on you, Gina? What did you do? Gina comments, Sinner, you're how old again? How old are you? Someone in chat comments, wow, Sinner. Gina responds to person in chat, I didn't do shit. Why the F are you talking to me like that? Don't automatically assume that I did something. Someone in chat comments, hugs Gina. Someone in chat comments, there's a saying in my church. It's love the sinner, hate the sin. I mean, I'm just going to say that. Gina comments, I'm not the one who created the whole thing channel to obsess over somebody and harass them. Gina comments, dude, only me and one other female actually stick up for Sinner because everybody else thinks he's abusive to women, so what he just did in chat you judge for yourself. Person in chat comments, Gina Diamond, I wasn't. I meant, why did he turn? I didn't see you do or say anything wrong. Gina comments, I was being a good loyal friend, but apparently he can't do the same. Gina responds to person in chat, you experience exactly what I just experienced. I have no f***ing clue what his problem is. It's probably cause he hasn't had alcohol in over a month. Gina then comments, weak. Person in chat comments, Gina Diamond, oh that's his issue. Mel Pandora comments, Gina Diamond, I'm so confused, is Sinner like PJ's friend? Person in chat comments, oh he's friends with PJ? Gina comments, Mel, take his wrench. Person in chat comments, if you're going to be rude, Sinner, you don't really need a wrench to you. Gina comments, I don't know, but he's obviously not my friend. That was very surprising. I have no idea what his problem is, but clearly the check's just as confused as we are. Mel Pandora comments, Gina Diamond, I can't during a live, sweetie. Person in chat comments, why would you have a wrench in this room, Sinner, because what's the point? Gina comments, dude, only me and one other person sticks up for Sinner, okay, so obviously I'm not wrong. Gina comments, I've been ride or die for him big time and he obviously doesn't appreciate it. Gina made some other comments after this, and you can pop over to Mel's to see the parts left out. I wanted to grab the comments that relate to this video. Gina comments, Mel, we didn't do anything wrong. We were sticking up for ourselves and we were explaining our situation. I don't see proof of him and Emmy accusing Bullhorn Betty of anything. Actually, I haven't seen any proof. Gina comments, I'm so heartbroken. I've had that man's back since I met him. Mel and I were sticking up for ourselves. What him and Emmy do is attack BHB. Mel and I didn't do that. At the 4-hour 42-minute and 28-second mark, Gina comments, his girlfriend has a whole hate channel about BHB. I however do not. Gina comments, thank you. I'm heartbroken. He was my best friend. I'm heartbroken. Sinner was my first member and it really was special and meant everything to me. Everyone hates Sinner except me and Emmy, and even right now I'm hurt. I don't hate him, I'm just very sad. Later that night, Gina did a live stream titled Hat Party on December 5th, 2023. She talks about what happened on Mel Pandora's live. Let's have a look into what Gina said.
Well, everything was really good over at Mel's last night, right? So, Sinner was over there, which, you know, that's like my bestie, right? I consider him like an older brother. So this motherfucker hasn't drank for the last week. And man. So, me and Mel were talking about trans stuff. And like, so what I'm about to say next ties in with this. And we weren't being mean. We weren't talking shit. It was not a drama stream. We were just explaining just anything that went along with being trans, pretty much. And we were talking about how we became friends, which is because, well, good, then you're probably going to be one of my witnesses to this morning / last night. And we said how PJ was trans bashing Mel, who is a biological female, and just all this stuff. I don't know. We weren't even like talking bad about it. We were just sticking up for ourselves and stating the obvious fact. And he got real fucking pissy. And like, he didn't see evidence of this happening. Therefore, it probably, or maybe isn't true. Well, you know, I didn't see any proof or anything that Aileen went anywhere either. That doesn't mean I didn't believe the people that it happened to. So, like, you get that respect from me, but you're not even going to give it back. And don't even get me started about the fake phone call that he may or may not have gotten. So, he was pretty much being a huge hypocrite. The whole chat agreed with me because it was fucked up the way he did. He was up on the panel, everything was fine, and he got real bitchy with me and Mel. And he's like, fuck this, I don't want anything to do with this. My name is attached to this because I'm up on this panel. I'm like, you know what, motherfucker, if I can listen to you guys talk about fucking Bullhorn Betty every goddamn day, and we actually didn't ask for trouble. We were just simply sticking up for ourselves. When you go after somebody, and no, I'm not sticking up for her by any fucking means. Please, nobody twist it like that. However, we didn't go after anybody. When you go after people and you even have like channels built solely to obsess over this woman, yeah, you're fucking around and she's making you guys all find out. And I'm not saying it's right, but like it is the truth. That is exactly what it is. Oh, we didn't fucking like that too much. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So, and everybody in the chat was like, Sinner, you're wrong. Like, you're being a hypocrite and shit. And Voodoo was even like, I hear the shit that comes out of your mouth, Sinner, and you're treating Gina like shit because you say you blocked me everywhere. Like, I was pretty much a piece of shit to burn in hell. Like, I was just the biggest piece of shit in the world. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Because I could be grinding your ass asking for fucking receipts and all this and that, but I take your word because you're my friend. And you're just going to treat me and Mel like this? I don't fucking think so. We're sticking up for ourselves for being trans bashed. We didn't go chase after any tragedy pimps. My channel ain't about fucking Billboard and Betty. They are fucking obsessed with her. And see, people that want to throw this fuck around, find out shit around, they fail to realize it's a two-way street. It goes both ways. It's not just one side fucks around and the other side finds out. No, you're all fucking around and finding out. And Betty's making you find the fuck out. Why do you think there's lawsuits? Why do you think they're showing up in fucking different states? I'm not being sued. I'm not having weirdos show up in my fucking states. I'm not saying I agree with that, but like, goddamn it, I can almost promise you it wouldn't have happened had none of this obsession going as far as it is. And it seems like it's so many fucking people too that, dude, it's just whatever, you know. If you're gonna swim with sharks, don't cry when you get bit. Is all I'm saying. Me and Mel didn't swim with sharks, but we still got fucking bit. Oh, and what really pissed me off was he said he never heard about any of this before. Dude, the reason why me and Sinner became friends was because of shit like this, because he was one of the only people who could see this shit happening to me, seeing what these people were doing to me, and he thought it was fucked up. So he stuck up for me, and that's how our friendship happened. So like now you're acting like you don't know what the fuck we're talking about?
People have speculated whether Emmy from Headstones and Headlines and Sinner are a couple. In the last lives we heard Gina call Sinner Emmy's boyfriend and we heard her refer to Emmy as Sinner's girlfriend. Let's hear what Emmy had to say about this from her live on December 5th, 2023.
Is Sinner my boyfriend? Well, apparently he is, according to some people on these YouTube streets. But no. Maybe one day. But right now, we're just very good friends. But yes. As it so happens, some people know more than I do.
That about covers it. According to Gina, Sinner pissed in her cornflakes. What are your thoughts on this matter? Let me know in the comments section below. Thank you to my members. Your support means the world to me. Please smash that like button, comment and subscribe. I will see you next time.